Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to pull your GeoGebra file that we just constructed. Watch my last video for some best practices there. We're going to show how to pull it into Adobe Illustrator to get it ready for your Cricut vinyl cutter or laser cutter or 2D plotter or whatever your needs may be. So I'm going to export this graphics view as picture, and rather than export it directly as a SVG, I'm going to export it as a PDF because that's the native Adobe Illustrator format. So I'm going to save this into this file on my desktop. I've already got it there. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to open it with Adobe Illustrator. And you'll notice when it opens it, it has more than just the 9 polygons that make up the petals here. So I need to do a little bit of work in order to get this thing ready. So what I'm going to do is go into my layers, and you'll notice I have all these different clipping paths that are not just my 9 petals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything that's not those 9 petals. So I'm deleting this clip group that's making up the background, the clip paths that are making up the background, and this path that forms the rectangle. So all I'm left with are those 9 polygons. So next, I'm going to select those 9 polygons, and I'm going to make my stroke thicker. Maybe 60 is a little too fat. How about 40? All right, so I like the thickness, but I don't like how my corners are curved. So that's something that GeoGebra does by default. And so what we can do is click on the word stroke and change from a round join to a miter join, and that's going to sharpen up all those corners. So if I'm going to use my Cricut machine to cut or 2D plot with a pen, I'm just going to export this as a transparent PNG, and I'll be good to go because the Cricut Design Space software really likes transparent PNGs, and it can easily find the edges. But if I want to export for say a laser cutter, or I have a machine that doesn't natively take transparent PNGs, what I'll do is go to Object, Expand, and I want to expand the stroke, and so that finds the edges. And then with it still selected, I want to go to Window, Pathfinder, and I want to unite my paths. And so now this is all, my paths are the edges, and this is good to export. So I'm going to go to File, Export, Export As, and we've got a lot of options. So we can export as a SVG. Or you could still export as a transparent PNG. So those are your options, and then you're ready to bring it into, say, your Cricut Design Space or your laser printer software. All right, thanks.